Hey guys, Pedro V here. So quickly, I want to touch on the subject. With Halloween, there's also a blue moon.
Well, Halloween will be even spookier than usual this year. The sky will be lit up by a blue moon.
Throughout folklore and mythology, the full moon has always been linked to strange happenings on our planet. So in a way, 2020 has been one long full moon.
Our Halloween might be a little more spooky than usual this year. The sky will be lit by a blue moon.
Mother Nature is certainly giving photographers a rare treat on Halloween, a blue moon.
This one is going to be a blue moon. It's when two full moons appear in a single month.
With 2 full moons in October, it gives October that month to shine even brighter. The light becomes the manifestation to what is going on.
Yeah, there's usually 12 full moons in a year, one for each month. But this month, October will be shining extra bright.
This is all part of the manifestation, and this goes along with what Trump said after Biden mentioned a dark winter.
We're about to go into a dark winter.
And Trump says, this is the final turn, the light at the end of the tunnel.
But we're not entering a dark winter. We're entering the final turn and approaching the light at the end of the tunnel. That's the way I look at it.
But this month, October will be shining extra bright.
And Halloween remains a pagan holiday. They normalize this, and they will normalize these new rules and regulations within these holidays.
It's more scary, I guess. It's Halloween. It's more scary because there's an actual monster.
Don't be afraid of it. You're going to beat it. We have the best medical equipment. We have the best medicines, all developed recently.
There's no way around it. Trick-or-treating will be very different this year in the pandemic.
Well, this Halloween certainly shaping up to be unlike any other.
But the pandemic has made for some uncertainty just ahead of the spooky season.
But the question now is, how do we celebrate Halloween?
One of the spookiest days on the calendar could be canceled.
Health experts consider trick-or-treating a high-risk activity.
They can still celebrate the Halloween season and still do so safely.
If you're going to celebrate throughout Halloween and the fall activity, please do so as safely as possible.
There's a challenge to find out how to celebrate the holiday safely.
Make it a different kind of Halloween for you and your family.
She's already in the Halloween spirit.
And it was meant for children.
Mary, we invite you into our circle.
Krampus came not to reward, but to punish. Not to give, but to take.
It's a very important practice. Hashtags are, for us, are way more than a hashtag. It is literally almost resurrecting a spirit so that it can work through us to get the work that we need to get done.
What's interesting about is that they are so clearly understood to be positive figures in their society. No king could be without their counsel. No army could recover from a defeat without their ritual activities. No baby could be born without their presence.
In reality, such societies and secretive meetings do exist. Wall Street investors, business moguls, politicians, royalty, they're all coming together and keeping the media and everyone else out.
I think it's under control. I'll tell you what.
How? 1,000 Americans are dying a day.
They are dying. That's true. And it is what it is. But that doesn't mean we aren't doing everything we can. It's under control as much as you can control it. This is a horrible plague that beset us.
Is history repeating itself? In 1918, the flu pandemic caused Halloween cancellations across the country, and it could happen again.
You have said a vaccine is coming soon, within weeks now. Your own officials say it could take well into 2021 at the earliest for enough Americans to get vaccinated. And even then, they say the country will be wearing masks and distancing into 2022. Is your timeline realistic?
No, I think my timeline is going to be more accurate. I don't know that they're counting on the military the way I do, but we have our generals lined up, one in particular that's the head of logistics, and this is a very easy distribution for him. He's ready to go as soon as we have the vaccine, and we expect to have 100 million vials. As soon as we have the vaccine, he's ready to go.
Meaning the clock is now ticking on flu season.
So we want to make sure that before Halloween gets here, you need to have at least 2 weeks of time with the vaccine in your body to develop full antibodies.
Encouraging everyone to get their flu shots since it takes several weeks to become effective. Here in the Spirit Halloween on it.
If you do want to trick or treat, make sure it's only with members of your household.
In most parts of the world, due to lockdown, most of the transmission that's actually happening in many countries now is happening in the household, at family level. In some senses, transmission has been taken off the streets and pushed back into family units. Now we need to go and look in families to find those people who may be sick and remove them and isolate them in a safe and dignified manner.
So with the flu vaccines and the upcoming COVID vaccines, we know that they plan to use whatever means to get to the children. There's many rituals and evil taking place, so we must pray and stand firm against it.
I started enjoying Halloween so much more when I had kids, right?
Right now, parents are starting to think of creative ways to still celebrate the holiday.
Now, some are now finding other ways to safely celebrate.
No doubt that Halloween is going to look different this year in the middle of this pandemic, but it doesn't mean that you still can't enjoy the holiday, eat some candy while you're at it.
Everyone's going to be celebrating Halloween differently across the country, but that doesn't mean you have to sit this year out.
The President and First Lady recently recovered from the coronavirus. The White House did not cancel this celebration. Instead, they added special safety precautions.
Halloween was celebrated at the White House. President Trump and the First Lady greeting costume trick-or-treaters.
They entered at the gates to the South Lawn and were welcomed by President Trump.
Who were dressed up as superheroes, fairies, and skeletons. And this year, the kids got their candy before filing past the first couple because of the health crisis.